U.S. President Joe Biden on Monday ordered all U.S. flags on federal properties to be lowered to half-staff for the next 5 days as COVID-19 deaths in the country reached on the green milestone of 500,000. At around 6:15 p.m., the President, the First Lady, the Vice President, and the Second Gentleman held a moment of silence and candle-lighting ceremony at the White House in remembrance of the deaths. Biden said, "That's more lives lost to this virus than any other nation on earth. As we acknowledge the scale of this mass deaths in America, we remember each person and the life they lived." The first COVID-19 infection in the U.S. was reported on January 19, 2020 in the state of Washington, and the first U.S. fatality occurred in early February in Santa Clara County, California. It took 4 months to reach the first 100,000 dead at the end of May 2020. The U.S. COVID-19 death toll reached 400,000 on January 19th as the last full day of Donald Trump's presidency, whose handling of the crisis was labeled as American fiasco by public health experts. Though key indicators of COVID-19 transmission in the United States continue to fall in recent weeks, which offered signs of hope, new variants of the virus cause fresh concerns, and health experts warn the public not to let down guard as the country sees uptick in coronavirus variants infections. According to CDC, a total of 1,688 infection cases of coronavirus variants had been reported in the United States as of Sunday. The vast majority of these cases, over 1,660, were caused by the variant originally detected in Britain, which modeling data suggests could become the predominant variant in the United States in March. The number of COVID-19 deaths depends on the vaccine rollout and also the spread of variants. According to an influential coronavirus model, a worst-case scenario could see the death toll go as high as over 616,000 in the United States by June 1st. In the meantime, the nation's top infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci said, even as the United States may reach a significant degree of normality by the end of this year, Americans will still need to wear masks next year to protect against the coronavirus.
Roughly 1 year since the first known death by the coronavirus in the United States, the death toll in the country has surpassed the once unthinkable 500,000, according to Johns Hopkins University. The loss of 500,000 people meant that more Americans have perished from the COVID-19 than on the battlefields of World War I, World War II, and the Vietnam War combined. It only took over a month for the national death toll to climb from 400,000 to 500,000. The virus has reached every corner of America, devastating dense cities and rural counties alike. By now, about 1 in 673 Americans has died of it, according to a report by the New York Times. California replaced New York to become the U.S. state with the most fatalities. Here in the New York City, more than 28,000 people have died of the virus, or 1 in 295 people. The milestone comes at a hopeful moment, however. New virus cases are down, deaths are slowing, and vaccines are steadily being administered. About 15% of the U.S. population have received at least one vaccine dose so far, and more than 63 million doses have been administered, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. At the current rate, the U.S. would take more than 9 months, or until the end of November this year, to vaccinate 75% of the country's population. Shipments from the state to New York City that have been delayed by the nationwide winter storms last week have arrived on Monday. This will allow more first dose appointments to open up. Meanwhile, people can start making appointments for 2 new mass vaccination sites opening on Wednesday in Brooklyn and Queens. City health officials said they expected to receive 170,000 doses this week and for the following 2 weeks. They hope the supply will increase following that time period. Despite the positive signs, there is concern about the emerging variants of the virus, and it may be months before the pandemic is contained. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, warned that Americans may still need to wear masks in 2022 to protect against the coronavirus. He said even as the country may reach a significant degree of normality by the end of this year, Americans will still need to wear masks next year.
The resentment the company has underneath.
U.S. President Joe Biden on Monday ordered all U.S. flags on federal properties to be lowered to half-staff for